July 9, 2025, the will reading of my late brother Reverend Dr. Charles Edward Whitfield, Sr. I walked into the law office in my 20-year-old purple Sunday suit and matching hat. My nieces and nephews snickered, "Look at Ms. Mae still wearing that old church suit." The lawyer cleared his throat, slid the envelope across the table, and said loud enough for the ancestors to hear. "Everything, every brick, every dollar, every acre, is now the sole property of Ms. Mae Ella Whitfield." Their faces turned the exact shade of my purple hat. If you've ever been counted out because of how you dress, hit that subscribe button right now. This is the quietest, classiest, fully inherited estate correction ever served in a conference room. And yes, baby, I'm the sister who never changed her wardrobe but changed the will. My name is Mae Ella Whitfield, Ms. Mae to the children, big sister to the late Reverend Dr. Charles Whitfield, 72 years old, and the one who kept our family standing when everybody else was falling. Charles was the baby, 12 years younger, born in 1953 in our little house on Ensley Avenue in Birmingham. Mama used to say God sent him late because he knew I'd need somebody to take care of. I never married. Never wanted children of my own. Just worked 45 years as a school cafeteria lady, 5 a.m. to 3 p.m., hairnet and all, so Charles could go to Morehouse, then seminary, then build Faith Cathedral from 20 members to 2,000. I paid his tuition when the church couldn't. I co-signed the first building loan. I cooked fish fries every Friday for 10 years to pay the light bill. I sat in the back pew every Sunday in my same purple suit and hat because I couldn't afford new ones after sending the offering up front. Charles married Dolores in 1982, pretty, light-skinned, bougie, thought she was marrying a future bishop. They had 3 children, Charles Jr., Chuck, Tiffany, and Brandon, spoiled from the jump. Dolores never liked me. Called me the cafeteria sister. Told the kids I was eccentric because I still drove a 1995 Buick Century and lived in Mama's paid-off house. Every holiday she found a way to remind everybody I was simple. Ms. Mae still got that same purple suit from the Clinton administration, bless her heart. We gone put Ms. Mae at the kids' table so she can feel useful. Started telling the grandbabies I was Grandpa's charity case. I smiled. I always smiled. Because love keeps no record of wrong until the will gets read. Charles got sick in 2023, pancreatic cancer, stage 4 by the time they found it. I moved into their guest room, cooked soft foods, changed beds, held his hand while he cried about leaving the church unfinished. Dolores and the kids started talking money before he was cold. I heard them in the den one night. Once Daddy gone, we sell the church building, split the land the parsonage sitting on, and live good. I laid in that twin bed listening to my brother's legacy being carved up like Sunday ham and felt my chest get so tight I had to sit up and rock myself. But I got quiet. The dangerous kind of quiet. Charles called me to his bedside 3 weeks before he passed. Weak voice, but eyes clear as the day he was born. He handed me a new will, signed, notarized, filmed on his phone. "Big sis, everything I got came from your hands first. I'm giving it all back to the hands that fed me. You decide what happens next." I cried so quiet the nurse thought I was praying. July 9, 2025, the reading. I walked in wearing the same purple suit and hat I'd worn to every baptism, wedding, and funeral for 25 years. Dolores had on a $4,000 black designer dress and pearls bigger than communion grapes. The kids rolled their eyes when I sat down. The lawyer, Sister Gloria's nephew, opened the envelope. "To my children and my wife Dolores, I leave each of you $10,000 and my love. To my sister, Mae Ella Whitfield, I leave the remainder of my estate, including Faith Cathedral, the parsonage, all bank accounts, investments, and the 23 acres on the bypass, valued at $18.4 million. The room went dead. Dolores screamed, "This some kinda joke?" Chuck jumped up, "Daddy was on pain pills, he wasn't in his right mind." Tiffany started crying designer tears. I just adjusted my purple hat, looked at the lawyer, and said calm as communion wine. Meeting adjourned. Church board meets tomorrow morning at 9. Y'all can keep the 10,000, buy something black to wear, because the cathedral belongs to the cafeteria lady now. Dolores tried to contest it, spent $87,000 on lawyers. Lost in 90 days. They moved out the parsonage in 30. I still wear my purple suit every first Sunday. Only now I sit in the bishop's chair. Some folks judge the cover and miss the inheritance inside. Wise sisters just wait for the lawyer to read. That's how Ms. Mae turned old church suit into $18 million of shut mouth. If this blessed your spirit, smash like, subscribe, ring the bell. In the comments tell me the pettiest thing somebody ever said about your clothes that came back to humble them. I always read every last one.